Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins to have a hunt through, looking for the commemorative ones, the ones with more than face value, but ideally, what do we want? We want one more coin. Commonwealth Games World. The Commonwealth Games are the rarest £2 coins in circulation. Wales is the second rarest, so any day now it could turn up. Or we could be knocking on Christmas 2021 and still have not found it. But I'm too stubborn to give up. I'll never give up, never surrender. We've got all the other ones like the Mary Rhodes, Rio Handover, the Olympic Centenaries on the page, Navy Centenary with and without flag error, Magna Carta, comedies, all the way up to and including Great Fire of London. So today could be the day we finally finish this book, and next week we'll be starting a new book. So we won't know until we get into the bag. So without further ado, let's have a look into the coins. Right then, what are we looking for? Here's the big question. Well, so that is technologies. We don't want technologies, they go straight back to the bank. As do the majority of the coins, to be fair. It's only the few that I keep. Our first commemorative find is the Act of Union. It's a fairly common one you will find quite often, so not worth writing home about, but our first one of today. Second find is Florence Nightingale. I was about to say Frankenstein Nightingale. It's not that at all, not even close. Florence Nightingale is my favourite circulating £2 coin. It's just such a lovely design. I really like it. It's very common though, only face value. Speaking of common only being face value, this is St Paul's Cathedral, the VE Day anniversary, or the magnanimity coin, if you will. Again, very common, in fact the most common commemorative coin I believe, and we've got counters tracking some of the more common ones as a bit of fun to see how many we find over the course of filling a book, and I think that is by far and away the runaway winner. But anything else commemorative would be quite nice, that would be excellent. But oh, we've got Brunel's portrait, again fairly common one we see quite often. But no, normally I prattle on a little bit about coin news and stuff, but ever since lockdown I've been a fair few weeks in advance of the news, so anything that I say is a little bit dated. Oh, there we go, our first over face value find is Robert Burns. It's not massively over face value, but it's still a lovely find. That goes on the bottom shelf. Hopefully we'll have loads of more finds to put on that bottom shelf throughout this hunt. This is the World War I Centenary, this is the Army. Fairly common. I guess let's just check the inscription. It does say for king and country. Yeah, for king and country. Only because we found, well, I say we, as we, the royal we, the coin collecting community, have found some on the Shakespeare's tragedies that say for king and country, which they shouldn't. It makes you wonder what other potential errors are out there that we just haven't found. But no, the sad news recently is around the Hyliasaurus strike your own is not happening. Has been confirmed by the Royal Mint, unfortunately. Another Brunel's portrait, because throughout 2020, I'm recording this in 2020, I'm actually recording this a fair bit before Christmas, but that will date how far in advance I am, because I'm fairly sure this is going to come out in the new year. Yeah, 2020, we had, what strike your own did we have in 2020? We've got Trevithick. We had the 2020 Britannia, because I got that on New Year's Day. I think it then changed to the Megalosaurus. It changed to the Iguanodon, then the first wave of lockdowns hit us. So we couldn't get that. And then it reopened with the Iguanodon again as the Strike Your Own, which I managed to get. And the plan was always to have the Hyliasaurus and then a Christmas Strike Your Own, is what is my understanding. So unfortunately, due to ongoing restrictions, the Royal Mint aren't opening until next year, and they have confirmed the Hyliasaurus will not return as a Strike Your Own, unfortunately. But there we go. A bit of a shame, because we've had 2 of the 3 of the set. I was hoping beyond hope that next year they would release the Hyliasaurus as a Strike Your Own as a 2021 dated coin, or do something online, maybe do an online tour and then you can pay for the Strike Your Own that way. But unfortunately not the case. We've got Guy Fawkes there, another very common one, which again we have counters tracking. Has a bit of fun. But no, again, take that with a pinch of salt, because that is pretty hot news as of recording that that's the case. Brunel's portrait again. That's 3 of him we found. But no, excited for next year's Strike Your Owns. What are we going to get? We know we're going to get 3 more dinosaurs. So will we get 3 more dinosaur Strike Your Owns? Who knows? How soon is the Royal Mint going to open their Royal Mint experience? Hopefully soon, because I'd love to get down again. It's been so long, and last year I only went 3 times, and I've been going I don't know, 4, 5, 6 times a year in the previous years. Wireless transmission, another very common one. But no, there's no slant against the Royal Mint itself. They can only do what they can, and they were exemplary at the time that they could open. So just a shame that this whole madness of 2020 has affected all aspects of our lives, and hopefully 2021 can be much better for you and I and all of us. DNA double helix there, again, a very common one you will find quite often. But no, I think the last of the 2020 coins have all been released now. Oh, there we go, Charles Dickens there. Very nice, but common. Again, one we've got counters tracking the progress of finds. But, oh, steam locomotive again for the second time. Trevithick. I call it steam locomotive because I have to think about saying Trevithick. Because I am a simpleton, you see. But no, we've had some exemplary coins this year, and I'm excited for the coins we're going to see in next year. We've got Lord Kitchener there, so Lord Kitchener, there is a chance of getting a mule, apparently, according to sources. I've not seen someone that's had one, to be fair. If it should say £2 on the bottom of the coin, on the obverse side with the Queen's head, and if it doesn't, that's the mule. You can see there, it says £2. That is your normal Lord Kitchener. Very common find, as is Trinity House. Again, one of my favourite designs. It's a really cool coin, but sadly very common. So that goes on the top shelf with the rest of the common coins. Nothing else in that bag. But no, we know a couple of coins that are coming out next year. I guess all eyes are on what could potentially be circulated and what's going to be the annual set, and maybe even, as of recording, the annual set could already be with us. That's the excitement. But no, as soon as I get my hands on that, I will be sure to do a video on that annual set, because it's bizarre. We're coming back around to things that I've done in previous years on the channel. So doing the annual set. Oh, Active Union there. It was a bit spare of the moment, the last year's annual set. I wasn't going to buy it, to be fair, and then I was down at the Royal Mint on New Year's Day, went to the pop-up shop in Cardiff and decided to grab myself one at last minute. So, and yeah, that was a pretty exciting time looking at the coins to come in the year. There's another Brunel's portrait. No, worth noting, slight issues with the ordering coins from the Royal Mint at the moment, in as much as I'm still waiting my my Remembrance Day coins over a month after having placed the order, and I've received my Bowie coins but not my Snowman coins, which is all sorts of weird, but there we go, such is life. We've got our first Shakespeare of today. This is the Shakespeare's Histories, Tragedies and Comedies. So because there's been found to be an error on the age inscription of the tragedies, I am checking all my age inscriptions on the Shakespeare's. The Hollow Crown, that's what it should say, that's what it does say. This has got no age inscription error. I know there are no confirmed cases of errors on these coins as of yet, but imagine being the first person to find it. How cool would that be? Christopher collects first. Sadly not on that coin though. But you never know. If you don't look, you won't find, right? That's the motto. There's another Charles Dickens. Popping the other one. Fair few coins scans. We've been quite lucky in finding a variety of all the different coins. Look at that. That's what, 16 coins there? No, 3 rows of 4. 12 coins. I can count. I assure you, I can count. It's been a long day, people. It's been a long day. Let's see what we can get in this bag. Can we avoid the case of the diddlies? We can, with a couple of finds. Charles Dickens again. Dickens the third. And here's another Charles Darwin. The old man and the animal there. Hopefully I'm going to have space to put this here without blocking it out with my little face cam. How much is the technologies? Should we do an edge hunt? So on technologies, the definitive design, it says standing on the shoulders of giants, an Isaac Newton quote. Now if you find one that doesn't say standing on the shoulders of giants, that's going to be something different. However, I think we've just got a case of the diddlies in this bag. Yep, diddly. We'll do one more, just for the fun of it. We got, whoops, oh, knocking things flying. Where's that come from? There, there, there we go. Right. And what have we got here? What a piece of work is a man, fourth from bottom. Shakespeare's tragedies. And we know that hasn't got the edge inscription error, unfortunately, but that's 2 out of 3 Shakespeare's in one video. That's very good. And we've got here, second from bottom, it's the tube map design, so I believe that is going to be the underground train, because the roundel says please mind the gap. There we go, that's another very nice find, the underground train, both the underground coins over face value. Very, very cool finds. Exceptional. Did we have anything else though? I didn't believe we did, I didn't spot anything. Nope. We'll flick them just to be doubly sure, because errors happen on Christopher Collects. We don't want to miss a Commonwealth Games and let the chat be festooned with people telling me that was a Commonwealth Games you missed, that's Commonwealth Games you missed, you didn't check the one you edge hunted. Oh, we've got another VE Day anniversary there, get that on the counter. Second one of today. This will be something too. It's another Shakespeare's Histories. Should we check the edge inscription? It is another hollow crown, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, because it's a nice coin to find. Stunning design. This is one that I've been seeing an awful lot of recently. And unfortunately not a brand new Christopher Collects error. Right, come on then. See what we can get in this bag. There's another Shakespeare's Histories. Again, it says upside down, it's easy to read the back way around. The hollow crown. Very nice. Looks fine. It looked for a moment like it could be a fake, because the fake £2 coins do the rounds a fair bit. I'm not the only one that's found plenty of fakes, although some have found many more than I have, I hasten to add. There's another Act of Union. That can go with the other Acts of Unions we've had. Let's see what else we can get in this bag. We've got the abolition of the slave trade. So you can find one with a smooth texture to the inner part. That's an NIFC, not intended for circulation. I've never found one of them. To the best of my knowledge, only my good friends and fellow coin tubers, Coins to Collect had one, and Mr. James Behoy had one too. So it'll have a smooth finish on the inner part, and to the bottom right of the 7 will have the initials of the artist. That is top of my list of things I would absolutely love to find. I've never found an NIFC £2 coin. I found a fair few NIFC 50p's, and for those that maybe are just viewing the video for my channel for the first time, or those that are relatively new to coin collecting, NIFC stands for not intended for circulation. So these coins are all circulating coins, all coins that were minted expressly to be put into circulation and are changed. Now some years, the definitive design, 50p's for instance, wasn't issued in circulation. Like on the £2, the Britannias from 2017 onwards, we haven't seen any of them go into circulation, but only the collector's sets. Likewise, we've seen many of commemorative designs. Every commemorative £2 coin since the Great 5 London has not been circulated, so you find one of them, that is an NIFC. And for those that weren't aware, I hope that clears it up. We have got the Charles Dickens again there. Not worth writing home about, is he? We've got a couple of bags left. I hold the faith. We've been saved by the last bag on many occasions. Not that we particularly need saving in this video, we've had our fair share of awesome finds. However, it looks like we're coming down to the last bag. For those people that have been viewing my channel for a long time, we'll have a sneaky peek at the last bag. I don't spot anything immediately. I don't know if you did. But for those that have watched this far into the video, you might be interested to know that I've got a Discord server. You can click the link down in the description if you're over the age of 13. That's Discord's rules, not my rules. Alternatively, you can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. And What was I going to say? You can find me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Get that right around, Christopher. And there's a PO box you can write into if you so wish. But it looks like we're going to get a Rio handover here. No, a Beijing handover, not Rio. What am I on about? Well, that is a lovely, lovely coin. The nice last coin of the hunt. The Olympic £2 coins. They're pretty scarce. You don't see them every hunt. So for this one to turn up is pretty exceptional. And I think this very well may be the star find of the hunt. Underground train is a close second though. But no. A Beijing handover is an absolutely phenomenal find. Well, as ever, all that leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.